The Get Rich Slow Club podcast is a collaboration between Tash from Tash and Ana from Perla. The Get Rich Slow Club acknowledges the traditional custodians of the land we record on. From coast to coast, across land, waters, and communities, we pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging. Any advice is general and does not consider your financial situation, needs, or objectives, so consider whether it's appropriate for you.
Welcome to today's Investing Short, where we explain one concept quickly and clearly to demystify the world of investing. We thought we'd start off with ASX first because it's one of those acronyms that might be thrown around in lots of different contexts. So to start off with, what is the ASX?
Well, I think before we talk about the ASX, we actually need to talk about the share market, or the stock exchange, as is often referred to interchangeably. But the share market, also known as the stock market, is where shares of publicly listed companies are traded between investors. So the share market is where people buy and sell pieces of ownership of a company. And this here in Australia, we refer to as shares. In other places, they're referred to as stocks. Now, it helps companies raise money and it gives investors a way to grow their wealth.
So in Australia, the main share market is the ASX, or the Australian Securities Exchange. It is the primary stock exchange in Australia where you can buy and sell Australian shares, bonds, and other financial products.
One of the things to note is that the stock market is holistic. There's a lot of different companies that have different exchanges. So the ASX is Australia's exchange. In the US, there's other ones like the NASDAQ. So there are different exchanges within the world where you can access different companies, own parts of companies, and that's actually how the share market works.
And to make it even more fun, some countries have two exchanges as well. Like I know America has, you said the NASDAQ, but also the New York Stock Exchange.
This is very true. Yes. So there's multiple exchanges that different countries can have. You can actually access some of these different exchanges as well, but it depends on where you're purchasing it. So if you're purchasing it through a broker, you need to see if they also invest in different exchanges, so such as the US.
Yes, the ASX is a stock exchange, but you might also hear it referred to in terms of an ETF or index funds. These are just baskets of shares that we'll cover in future episodes, but it's kind of used interchangeably sometimes where it's a group of shares you can invest in, but it's also the stock exchange that you can buy and sell Australian shares on.
That is very true. So it can be a little bit complex.
Yes, fun.
Thanks so much for joining us. If you found this episode helpful, please rate us 5 stars, write a review, or share with a friend. If you're new to investing, make sure to listen to our first 10 episodes. Follow us at Get Rich Slow Club or Tash at Tash Invest, or me at Ana Cristina.
This show was brought to you by Natasha Etchman, who is an authorised representative 1299881 of Guideway Financial Services, AFSL 420367, and Perla, who is an authorised representative 1281540 of Sanlam Private Wealth, AFSL 337927. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to investing, so make sure you check out our financial services guides and read the product disclosure statement and target market determination for any investments you're considering. See our show notes for more info.